Hello everyone, today it is January 7th, 2026. Hello everyone, Damaris here from Impressions by Damaris. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year to everyone. Blessings to all. Hey guys, so I just wanted to mention something real quick. I don't know if you have felt it, but there has definitely been a shift in the spirit. Like a big shift. And I don't know, all kinds of stuff is going to happen, you guys. We got storms coming our way. And I want to remind you so that when the storms start, right, affecting us personally, I want you to remember that you're a child of God and that God will always protect you and He will guide you. Your job is to stay abiding in Him. You need to be remained connected to the Lord every single day. This is not just a Sunday thing, a Wednesday thing, a Tuesday thing. It's an everyday thing. Right? Just like you brush your teeth every day. You need to remain plugged into the Lord every single day moving forward. And every decision that you make, no matter how big or how small, seek Him first. Talk to Him about it first. Let Him guide you into how to make that decision, what to decide on. Okay? Real important, critical for these times and where we're headed. I want you to remember also that when God liberated the Jews from the Egyptians, He protected His people, right? Did they not leave with all the gold and silver and all the treasures? Right? And did He not protect them when the Egyptians came after them? Didn't God lead His people to safety and then destroyed the enemy that was against them? Okay, this is no different. The end times is no different. God will always protect His children, His people. He will always guide us to safety, and He will always provide. So your job as a Christian is not to be fearful. That's for the world. That's for those who don't know God. You, as a Christian, know God. Therefore, you know that He's a loving Father. You know that He will protect you. If you have read His Word, you know that He will protect you. You know that He will lead you if you need to be moved anywhere or go anywhere. And He will provide for you if there is nowhere to find food. Okay? So, I just want you to keep that in mind because it's going to be critical that you keep that in mind and you abide in Him through these next few years, right? We will have peace because we have God and we will have everything we need. And some of us will even have extra, much more extra, to provide for others. Okay? People are going to reach out to you because you know God, they don't. They're going to want the God that you know. They're going to want to come to the Lord. Your job is to lead them. Right? And don't worry about what you're going to say. God will give you the words. Just always do like I do. Lord, whoever you want me to minister to, wherever I am, at all times, I will be glad to do it. Just give me the words to say, right? And leave it at that. And if you have a relationship with God and you have come to trust God, then it'll be a piece of cake. The storms that are coming are not going to bother you. You're going to find that you have an incredible peace, even though all heck is breaking loose around you. Okay? So, going back to when God liberated the Jews from Egypt, I want you to think about this, because while God was saving his people, the world was being destroyed, right? Wasn't the Egyptians being destroyed? Think about when God asked his people to put the blood of the lamb on the doorpost, right? What was happening around that time? Well, there were good things happening and there were bad things happening. I want you to think about that, because the times we're in are no different. When God had the death angel go by, don't you think that the Jews who were inside their homes, per God's instructions to keep them safe, don't you think that they heard what was going on the outside? So there was good going on. God was protecting his people, and there was bad going on, because the world in that situation was the Egyptians were being destroyed. God was taking care of the enemy for his people. You guys, God does not change, right? We know that. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So he will protect us. He will guide us. He will provide for us. So you as a Christian are not to be in fear. And if you are, you're not a follower of Jesus. You're focused more on fear than you are on God, and that's a problem. How are you going to get through any storm that way? You guys, I'm being real, because we're in real times. We're in serious times. Pray for your family. Pray for your community. Pray for our leaders. Pray for our nation. God is going to bless his people. But at the same time, there's judgment for others. We are to abide in him. Go deeper in your relationship with him. Spend more time with him alone. No TV, no radios, no phones, no nothing. Spend time alone with him. And if you have to put a box over your head, do so. And that comes from Seymour, the African American who God used for some amazing miracles that we still talk about today that happened in California, right? I believe it was Los Angeles. So he put a box over his head because that was just his way of focusing on the Lord. Like getting everything else, the outside world away. There was another lady, and I can't think of her name right now, but she had all kinds of children. Like, she had a lot of kids. And so she had no time to go away and be by herself in a closet or whatever to spend time with the Lord. So what she would do is she would put an apron over her head, and all her kids knew when Mama puts that apron over her head, everyone is to be very quiet because Mama's spending time with God. Right? So the point I'm trying to make is when there's a will, there's a way. You can't tell me you don't have time for God. If you really think that, there's a serious problem. We all have time for God. The difference is he a priority to you? Because if he's a priority to you, then he would be more important than you watching TV, than you watching a game, than you scrolling on your phone, than you talking to whoever, right? Than you going here or there. He would be more important than everything. We have to get to that point where he is more important than everything in our lives, because that is what's going to get us through the storms that are coming and have already started. And like I said, if you're fearful, then you don't have a strong enough relationship with God. You need to work on that. You need to get in the Word more often. We all do. But if you have fear, that means your mind has not been completely renewed. If you're living outside of the will of God, your mind has not been completely renewed. How do you renew your mind? You stay in the Word and you remain abiding in Him. That's how. Get going. Start now. Right this very second. And don't stop. That's all I got for you today. Love you. Take care. Bye.